Where's the best place to score Marvel collectibles, especially action figures in Japan? And are the collectibles and figures actually cheaper here? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome back to the channel and thank you for joining me on another epic toy hunt adventure in Kyoto and Osaka, Japan. Today we're diving into the world of collectibles, hunting down those elusive Marvel figures, especially the incredible Medicom Toy MAFEX line. But that's not all. I also uncovered some seriously affordable SH Figuarts Dragon Ball and anime figures that you won't want to miss. So grab your gear and let's get ready for some serious toy hunting in Kyoto, Japan. AEON Mall is just a quick 4-minute walk from the Kyoto station, making it super convenient for any traveler. We stayed at Bon Kyoto, which is only a 5-minute stroll away from the mall, perfect for a quick pit stop between adventures. AEON Mall has it all: fashion, food, and of course action figures. Head up to the 4th floor where you will find a vibrant food court offering a variety of delicious options. But the real treat for collectors is the massive Bandai Namco gaming area. Packed with gazapon machines, claw machines, and a dedicated Bandai Namco store. It's a treasure trove of action figures and collectibles just waiting to be explored. In part 1 of my Japan toy hunt, which started in Tokyo, I came across some awesome SH Figuarts Marvel action figures, including Deadpool from the movie Deadpool and Wolverine, and the rooftop variant version of Miles and Gwen. I did not get any of those, and it was a missed opportunity because here in Kyoto, there was no SH Figuarts Marvel action figures. However, the missing anime figures in Tokyo is found here in Kyoto. While this Bandai store in Kyoto may be smaller compared to the Tamashii Nation's Tokyo store, it definitely packs a punch. The layout feels like a mini toy convention or a toy fair, with incredible displays that really brings the figures to life. The shelves are stacked with stunning anime figures, including some fantastic One Piece characters. And here's the kicker: some of these figures weren't even available at the Tokyo store. It's like discovering hidden gems that you can't find anywhere else. It makes sense that these items are sold out in Tokyo, given its massive population of over 14 million people. Meanwhile, Kyoto, with a population of less than 3 million people, still has a chance to have stock available. So if something sells out in Tokyo, there's still hope for you to find it here. One valuable lesson I've learned is that in Japan, even if you miss out on buying an anime figure in one city, you can often find it in other cities. This is a bit different from the world of Marvel action figures, where if you find something, it's often best to grab it right then and there, because it's unlikely you'll find it again. That rule is especially true for highly sought after figures like the Deadpool figure rooftop versions of Miles and Gwen. As collectors, we often hope we'll find a better deal elsewhere, or maybe it will be cheaper in another location. I've learned it the hard way. I passed on buying a Marvel figure in Tokyo, thinking I could find it later, and that didn't pan out. It was a lesson in not waiting too long, especially when it comes to those sought after figures. Later, I stumbled upon other SH Figuarts Marvel and Medicom Toy MAFEX figures in Osaka, Japan. Of all places, you won't believe where I found them. Stay tuned for that. Next stop on our toy hunt takes us to Osaka, Japan. I was really curious about a shop called the Marvel Store by Small Planet in the HEP 5 Mall. HEP 5 Mall opens at 11 a.m. and by the time I arrived, there was already a crowd eagerly waiting to get in. With a name like Marvel Store, I was expecting a solid selection of merchandise, especially action figures. After a bit of a quick research, I discovered they carry Japan-exclusive products and limited items. So definitely, it seemed like a stop worth making, especially since Yodobashi Camera Umeda is nearby. So what can you expect inside the Marvel Store? There's a ton of Marvel-themed clothing, toys, household items, and more. I found some nostalgic t-shirts, stickers, and models showcasing vintage Marvel comic covers. For example is this Wolverine t-shirt, which is worth 3,850 yen, which is approximately 27 USD. Also available are household items, cups, and plates with Marvel designs. This one has Spider-Man. One standout was the shiny Royal Selangor pewter figures. They were stunning. There is a lot of posters, including a black and white Avengers poster, a lot of MCU merchandise, the Infinity Saga, some keychains, and jigsaw puzzles. I was not expecting to see McFarlane Toys statues. Here we have Wolverine, and according to the sign here, he is one of the exhibition item which is not for sale. This Wolverine looks really good, leaping out from the cover of X-Men #1 by Jim Lee. I'm not sure whether this is based on a Todd McFarlane comic cover, but this is a good looking Spider-Man. When first revealed by Todd, I was not interested because I don't collect statues, but seeing them firsthand, they actually look really good. If only I have enough space at my house, then I purchased one of these. The Venom right here looks really cool as well. In the comments below, let me know, are you surprised to see how good these McFarlane Toys statues are? Slightly smaller than a Funko Pop, several Cosby figures, a lot of X-Men and some Spider-Man. Fortunately, I don't collect cute looking Marvel figures. It's just not really my thing. But there's a lot of them here. And this is one interesting piece. It's a small Phoenix Endsong figure based on the art of Greg Land for a Phoenix Endsong cover. These things are called pocket cover. Here is a variant version of it. It's not a big shop, so you can see everything from here. Some bags with Marvel theme, pillows, a few more stuffed toys. I am surprised that the popular action figures that we know, such as Hasbro Marvel Legends, Medicom Toy MAFEX, or SH Figuarts, is not present in this shop. It's mostly merchandise, clothing, or display pieces. But true to the shop description, there are Japan exclusive merchandise here and limited edition items that you won't find anywhere else. I went around Japan for several days. This is the only spot where I found this kind of merchandise. If you are not specifically hunting for Marvel action figures, but are on the lookout for unique Marvel merchandise, this is definitely the place to be. You'll find a variety of everyday items and display pieces with Marvel themes that would make the perfect addition to your home. The store offers an impressive selection of stickers, showcasing everything from iconic comic book artwork to stunning trading card designs. Whether you're a fan of the classic Marvel comics or more of the modern trading card art, there's something for everyday collector and Marvel enthusiasts. The variety and quality of these stickers make them a perfect way to bring a bit of Marvel into your daily life. One sticker is 396 yen, which is approximately under $3 US. If you purchase 3, you get a small discount. There are also larger poster stickers with comic book cover art. From the store, I got a Cartoon Infinity Gauntlet Thanos keychain for only 110 yen. As I was checking out, I noticed something cool on display at the cashier. Medicom Toy MAFEX Bear Bricks. These things are interesting and popular in Japan. Turns out you only can purchase them through a lottery system, which costs 800 yen per try. There are individual characters and 2-packs available in the lottery. Some of the 2-packs are already gone, like the Jean Grey and Cyclops 2-pack or the Rogue and Jubilee 2-pack. And if you're really lucky, the grand prizes are the big 400% figures Wolverine or Magneto. Unfortunately, I did not hit the jackpot this time, but I still managed to get something okay. I ended up with Omega Red, which honestly isn't too bad. It's a large keychain figure, which is a nice touch. The details on the costume are painted instead of sculpted on. So he kinda looks like a Lego bear with some cool X-Men vibes. Honestly, I probably should have tried again. Maybe next time I'll get lucky and grab one of those grand prizes. But hey, Omega Red isn't a bad consolation prize.
I'm Tigerknight!
My toy hunt in Japan was full of lessons learned the hard way. And I'm hoping you can avoid the same mistakes by watching my 3-part toy hunt series. I was on the hunt for Marvel action figures, and after all the searching, I finally discovered the best place to buy them, and it was actually easier to find and more accessible than I initially thought. Yodobashi Camera is one of Japan's largest and most popular electronic retailer, which is why I wasn't expecting to find action figures here. To my surprise, there is a large floor with a great selection of kids' toys, action figures, model kits, and unique Japanese collectibles. The toy section is often hidden in plain sight amongst the other floors, but it is a treasure to behold. On display are yet to be released Revoltech action figures that include Marvel Comics and DC comic characters. Agent Venom has a June 2025 release date with a price tag of 16,500 yen. That's approximately 113 USD. I also found some SH Figuarts Marvel action figures across the Spider-Verse Spider-Punk. I found one cheaper in Dendentown. Check out part 2 of my toy hunt. Here are some SH Figuarts Street Fighter. The thing about the prices here is you must remember there would still be a 10% rebate if you are a tourist. The Eternals are here eternally, and other MCU action figures. As always, the attention to detail in Japan is truly impressive. Whether it is a small shop or a massive store like this, you'll always find intricate displays of figures everywhere. It's something that sadly is missing back in Australia. If you visit places like Sync Pop Culture or EB Games, you'll almost never see figures displayed out of their boxes. They're usually kept in glass cabinets, still in the packaging. It just makes the experience here in Japan feel so much immersive and exciting. Did you find this toy hunt useful? If you do, I hope you give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and share this with your friends. For places where some of the figures in this toy hunt might still be available, I left some links in the description below. I finally found an X-Men MAFEX action figure, but unfortunately, I already have this one. The price of the MAFEX Phoenix here is very much similar to what I paid when I bought it from a Japanese online shop. So for MAFEX figures, you might save a little here if you pick them up locally, but honestly, the shipping costs aren't that bad either. Still, it's great to see them in person. There is a lot of Medicom Toy MAFEX DC Comics figures. Here we have Batman Hush and also some RoboCop. Unfortunately, some boxes are not facing forward or far behind the back, so you are not able to see the action figure. We have Ultraman right here, Terminator, and also we have John Wick at 11,420 yen. Some older Wonder Woman 84 figures, Lilo and Stitch Bear Bricks. So we have Bear Bricks right here as well. Since we're talking about MAFEX, I'm not sure who these characters are. But a lot of MAFEX action figures, including MCU figures, Loki, Captain Marvel, Captain America, from the Spider-Verse, Peter B. Parker, X-Men fighting armor figures, Cyclops and Wolverine. I never had interest with Iron Man looking figures, but these ones are really interesting and intriguing. I should have probably added them to my collection. A few more MAFEX action figures, DC Comics Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie, and also Hush, Batman, Poison Ivy, MAFEX Batman, Terminator, Joker, a sexy looking Fantastic Four Invisible Woman, finally Revoltech Batman for 9,900 yen, MAFEX Star Wars action figure. Look at those price tag. If you're collecting MAFEX Star Wars, it's gonna be really an expensive hobby. This is another level of expensive. There are some blank bodies which you can use for kit bash. Comes with several pair of hands and other accessories. They are affordable under 3,000 yen. I noticed the flesh large female body mold is already sold out. If you watch my recent review of the Boss Fight Studio Epic Hacks Red Sonja is similar to this, which is essentially a body kit. If for you Red Sonja at 60 USD is expensive, these ones are 20 USD. I also came across some awesome diorama pieces like realistic grass, different textures and colors of soil, and a few trees. These would be super useful for toy photography. Yodobashi Camera is your one-stop shop for all your action figure needs indeed. On the same floor, you will find also Nintendo Switch games and other gaming accessories, some gaming merchandise like somewhat figures of the Nintendo characters. Truly, this is a place for all your gaming needs as well. I've spotted something pretty interesting. Jada Toys Street Fighter action figures. These are priced at 4,400 yen, which is approximately 30 USD. And that's actually pretty similar to the retail price in Australia. What's surprising to me is finding Jada Toys here, especially since it's an American brand. That said, it's a bit odd because other big American brands like Hasbro Marvel Legends or McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse figures aren't anywhere to be found. Found everywhere in Japan are Tamashii Nation's SH Figuarts anime figures. Here we have some Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Demon Slayer, some Sailor Moon, and also Street Fighter Guile. Most of the Spy X family characters are found here, including Lloyd Forger. Here are other anime figures, a lot of Sailor Moon figures, so here you can actually complete the whole team because everybody's here. Other anime figures. The popular anime here is Kaiju number 8 and also Chainsaw Man. Now, a quick tip for all you tourists out there just like me. If you're shopping at Yodobashi, you can get a 10% tax refund on your purchases. So when you're calculating the final price of the figures at checkout, keep that in mind. That 10% will be taken off your total. If Yodobashi doesn't have what you're looking for, don't worry. Head over to their competitor, BIC Camera. They also offer the same 10% tax refund for tourists, so you might just find what you are after there. Unfortunately, the one thing I was really hoping to find today was the Medicom Toy MAFEX Marvel figures, especially the X-Men characters, but sadly, no luck on that front. I did come across some Star Wars and DC Comics figures. Before coming to Osaka, I spent some time in Tokyo and Kyoto, but I didn't check out the BIC Camera or Yodobashi Camera because I assumed they wouldn't have figures. But after seeing what's available here, I highly recommend stopping by those two stores before hitting up the shops I covered in parts 1 and 2 of my toy hunt. You might just find some hidden gems there. As I am heading back to Australia, my flight departs from Kansai International Airport. Now remember when I mentioned that SH Figuarts can be found pretty much everywhere in Japan? Well, the airport is no exception. After clearing security and while waiting for your flight, make sure to check out the Anime Hunt store. The prices here are tax-free and you can find some great deals on Dragon Ball Z and Naruto figures, with selected items priced under 4,000 yen. They also have some Medicom Toy MAFEX Bear bricks, both the extra large and regular sizes. I did spot some MAFEX Marvel figures too, but they're from the MCU. For example, the Avengers Infinity War Iron Man with multiple accessories is priced at 21,000 yen, so that's around 143 USD. And the Tom Holland Spider-Man is 11,400 yen, about 78 USD. And since this is a tax-free shop, that's the final price, so no need to worry about extra taxes. And that wraps up my toy hunt in Japan. I hope you found it informative and that you can avoid some of the mistakes I made along the way. If you're planning your own trip to Japan, feel free to use my toy hunt series as your guide. I left a link to the playlist in the top right corner of your screen. I really tried to make this hunt as detailed and helpful as possible, including prices and store addresses, so I hope it was useful to you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and share this with your friends. If I return to Japan in about a year or so, I'll definitely have a clearer budget and a better shopping list. All thanks to the wisdom gained from this toy hunt series. Maybe I'll run into some of you in Japan. But if not, you know where to find me here in my channel. So I hope to see you in the next one.